was born by the beach, water around my bones. First heartbeat became the 808 tone. Speech came later, gets greater as I grow. Peace to the haters and a prayer for my foes. Love to my family and my family keeps growing. Death to the vanity, cause damn it we go. Turn into rust and then into dust. Carved in ebony with an elephant tusk. All the world's a stage, see the roles and names. Everyone's a child, playing out the game. I know I'm just the same, desire is the flame. High on fire and I'm tired of my ways. Open up the blinds, hanging in my eyes. Windows are closed, open up to life. See a tree grow, tree grows inside. See a body rot, I'm reminded of my time. Stories I ain't told, still hidden in my mind. Watch it unfold like treasure that I find. See a tree grow, tree grows inside. See a body rot, I'm reminded of my time. Down the streets till I make it back home. Sand from the beach still stuck between my toes. My hands and my feet building buildings of stone. Face to the sky with a breeze through my hair. Friends that are gone, I'll find you right here. I don't look to dirt when I know you're in the air. Not another fool who thinks life should be fair. God's a referee with a whistle in his mouth. He blows every time there's a foul or timeout. Stuck in that trap, will it's time you climbed out. Busting off my gas towards the diamonds in my mouth. Found hip-hop in the temple of my room. Every day I build while the symbol turn the rooms. Standing on the brick, there used to be a tomb. Pouring out a drop from the bottle of my booze. Used to be dirt, grew into a plant. Once was an animal, now I'm just a man. Dreams still intangible, heart up in my hands. This'll be the life for the dog that's in my head. Used to be dirt, grew into a plant. Once was an animal, now I'm just a man. Dreams still intangible, heart up in my hands. This'll be the life for the dog that's in my head.
I have seen many miracles and tried to explain them.
I want to know why I'm here. Why I'm here.
Why I'm here? I have seen many miracles and tried to explain them.
I want to know why I'm here.
Why I'm here?
Why I'm here.
Falling through the wishing well, licking heaven, kissing hell, checking for the wounds from the knives in the eyes of the Jezebel, sailing past the big cake. You can see my rib cage as the hunger grows. The crows kick it where I sit, man. Follow down that dark road, see how bright my heart grows. Learn from the school in the pool where the sharks float. All you'll taste the big fish, survival based on fitness. The writers of the Bible, Darwin paying witness. The devil's on my shit list, trying to steal my wishes, kill my inspiration, but it's money over bitches. I be on my mission, code name no slipping. This is the link that's always missing. Listen here, get it clear. Human in the mirror, watch the sunrise as the stars all disappear. Even a blind boy can see that something's hidden here. Who could tell what it is? It probably couldn't fit in ears, but it's always there, comfortable or feeling weird, hidden in the pit of your stomach, somewhere near. Can you read the lines in your hand and count the years like a tree stump or a drunk with 100 beers lined upon the wall? Could you count them all? Or make a fake psychic crack all the crystal balls? See, it doesn't take a mason to break a wall, and to make it fall. I build up off the call, to give it all until the point that the all is gone. Somehow a garden's grown, up in this heart of stone. Find surviving, wrapped all around my bones. Lungs are leaves, I breathe and the breeze is blown. Flowers bloom out my veins till the pain is gone. And it's for 20-something years growing up upon this planet, trying to learn the way the world turns and how I'm gonna manage without carrying a tourniquet to bandage up the damage. Heart made of flesh, but my head is made of granite. I'm just a man in a box, except it got a couple windows and a door that locks. In a chair where I sit and collect my thoughts, unless I come home and find me a Goldilocks. The grizzly bear that didn't get no sleep. Now we standing high on 2 feet, looking for dinner. But the forest is barren, the city's the only place left, populated by humans consumed until they face death. All with their different beliefs on who has made them. What does life mean? What's the right thing? And when you die, are you leaving or arriving? I take a breath and feel the high just from surviving. I know you're asking of your life, what does it all mean? I know I'm asking when I write, what does it all mean? These trees growing about the ground just so I'll breathe. And you trying to name the God creating all things. I know you're asking of your life, what does it all mean? I know I'm asking when I write, what does it all mean? These trees growing about the ground just so I'll breathe. And you trying to name the God creating all things. This weight has been lifted. I buried the knife. Here comes the elephant carried by mice. Here to marry the mic. A one tusk cut, dipped in blood. Now dare me to write. Watch a murderer crows turn into a pack of wolves. I'm proud of streets for the feast they owe. Fat sacks and a stack of gold. Get blown and turn back to crows. I hear evil, I see evil, but I speak needle. Full of medicine for all of these dead people. Sight beyond sight, carry the eyes of a dead eagle treading in the twilight. Leather bag of bones, browns when the sun is shown. 10 fingers that have touched the globe, 10 toes to the dusty road. One skull made of bone, about to touch the throne. Eskimo with an ice pick, chipping icebergs down when I write shit. Priceless, life lifts off a virus. High into the sky, catches fire and falls right into your iris. Wipe the ash from your eyelashes, follow on the white rabbit. Tonight you might catch it. Been clinging on to madness, but I finally built a kingdom from my passion. So start to divvy up the cash. I'll pull the next world wonder out the back alley trash can. Vision everlasting. They tried to get him, but they couldn't build a prison that would trap him. And in this land, here the shaman's a king. Better follow your dreams or fall deep into the hollow of rings. I'm gone into tomorrow, it seems, to suck the sorrow out and spit my peace. Wake up, face up with a heart to get right. And the world has gone wrong. I'm darker than midnight, but I'm brighter than Zeus strikes from rolling these 2 dice. Tell me the world ends, well I guess we got tonight. Dance on my own grave, this ground is not sacred. The art, well it takes time, my hands will it take bread. The engine in my heart starts to running on hatred. No one make it far in this war with the faceless.
Raise out the grave, segregated the fallen. Goodbye for the now, no I'm out for my calling. Staring at my chips, about to push them all in. Standing on the cliffs, one slipping, I'm falling.
I wrote this one on Sunday with no sun rays. Under a gray and blue sky, thinking one thing: be a king by the time that the sun came. Now I rhyme while it shines like gold plate. I wrote this one on Sunday with no sun rays. Under a gray and blue sky, thinking one thing: be a king by the time that the sun came. Now I rhyme while it shines like gold plate. I wrote this one on Sunday with no sun rays. Under a gray and blue sky, thinking one thing: be a king by the time that the sun came. Now I rhyme while it shines like gold plate. I wrote this one on Sunday with no sun rays. Under a gray and blue sky, thinking one thing: be a king by the time that the sun came. Now I rhyme while it shines like. Here comes the elephant carried by mice, carried by mice, carried by mice. Here comes the elephant, here comes the elephant, here comes the elephant. Here comes the elephant carried by mice, carried by mice, carried by mice. Here comes the elephant, here comes the elephant, here comes the elephant. Here comes the elephant carried by mice, carried by mice, carried by mice. Here comes the elephant, here comes the elephant. Here comes the elephant carried by mice, carried by mice, carried by out, but the day's still sunny, and the land made of blood and milk and honey. Four walls and the floor and the roof and the door and the window where I sit and watch the Cold World War. It's the mad dash to get cash here while the shit lasts. Say it in soon, so we live fast. Got me buying flowers every other day just to pick them all apart and try and smoke them in your face. Want a taste from the river to cleanse the sinner. Was in love at breakfast, but hate by dinner. Still trying to really balance out the center, but you never get the sweet without the bitter. I pull my hood on when I head out in the city at night. Put my headphones on to a song I can write. Start to freestyle every little thing I see. Street lights change and the car horns beat. An old woman sleeps next to a trash heap. Crowd of pigeons gathered up right at her feet. I see comedy, drama, and tragedy. Still alive, not a casualty. I walked a long cold road and wrote this heat just to warm my soul, the soul could speak. Watch a life turn whole from broken links. I want the love and the money and the time to think. Walked a long cold road and wrote this heat just to warm my soul, the soul could speak. Watch a life turn whole from broken links. I want the love and the money and the time to think.
You cannot say how big is the heart of a man, like the roots of a plant are hidden beneath the earth.
When you broke, every day's just $1 to chase. And when you're rich, every day's just dollars to make. Don't window shop, but I walk in the bank thinking I ought to get all that I can. I know my music ain't the solidest plan, but this is all that I have. As far as blood, sweat, and tears, I put it all in the pad and put my faith and my strength when I started to rap. Say the strongest survive, but it's the ones with gaps. So any place on the map, I laid my hat. From LA to the Dom to Cape Town and back. I found my dogs and made my packs. I made these songs and found my path. Right, hold the wheel, my soul was still as we roll through the globe and flow through ears. See the roads made of gold that's grown right here. See the petals start to fall as the close comes near. But I'm only beginning to get it clear. Spent years only writing about the man in the mirror. Been hungry in a concrete jungle full of fear. Now I'm feeling like the hunter on the day he met the deer. Cause the fear of the bride is his bones and heart. A little bit of fear kept the soldier sharp. I sold everything I owned to buy this poem, hoping if I could just own it, my money tree would grow. Maybe you will or maybe you won't. Got a voice for the million, but I'm still broke. So that's all about the change with the song I wrote. From the day I started hunting with the wolves and crows. I walked a long cold road and wrote this heat just to warm my soul, the soul could speak. Watch life turn whole from broken links. I want the love and the money and the time to think. Walked a long cold road and wrote this heat just to warm my soul, the soul could speak. Watch life turn whole from broken links. I want the love and the money and the time to think.
Cowardice means dishonor to a soldier like me. My mission here is to promote peace.
Skin the color of bark, clothes smelling like trees, digging my earth, find my roots and weeds. My truth bleeds right back in the arm. No scar, but I left my mark. My friend got clean, then no deed. Life is just that dark. Clothes smelling like trees, digging my earth, find my roots and weeds. My truth bleeds right back in the arm. No scar, but I left my mark. My friend got clean, then no deed. Life is just that dark. But life is just that bright. And when the sunset shines, I seen the graffiti writes. I'm back tonight with a sack to light. In honor of the past I write. I'm wide open with no glass of wine. Stuck in the barrel, I'll get better with time. While you measure how the pleasure declines, I'm stacking cheddar while the bread just rise. With my eyes and my ears glued here on my grind, Cuddy creeping on the come up, sleeping till the sun's up, telling secrets to the drum thumps. Pledge allegiance to the blood pump until I leak my last leader. Here's my one love. And all these angels got their guns up, but no fear when my teeth and my tongue touch. I am here and I speak for the young bloods. You seen the flood and they drug all the anchors up. It set sail through the world in the name of trust. Hard work and the crux that it made in us. I'm about to bust on my veins full of gold dust. The 1985 California gold rush in the spine plus the flesh that it holds up. I'm out for mines and my wolves got it sewn up. One crow, one eagle on my shoulders, and my eyes hold the light that approaches.
Wake up, but it's more like disaster. Born as a bastard, turned into king of the dreams that you after. If all it took was luck, I would already be struck. Yeah, caught by the good life, waiting to wake up, but it's more like disaster. Born as a bastard, turned into king of the dreams that you after.
These days have been crazed, I've been raised in a city of angels that been slayed. Men play the children games with real guns, cops and robbers and cowboys and Indians. I survived to 25 in the sun, under the moon in the twilight with my heart's drum, beating the same beat my ancestors came from.
And there is only one, there is only one.
Powwow circles and peace pipes, grill storyteller spelling out the key to life. The shells are gone now, still I carry them in my spirit, not the dirt that they're buried in. I've grown very thin, living off of bread and water, books, paintings, film and sex, and the marijuana. And the music that's been therapy for the trauma. My songs bring me clarity, they also make me wander. Now I'm standing in the London fog, I think of Los Angeles and I smell the smog. My mind drifts to Amsterdam, I see the Dom. I'm in my beach house in Cape Town, the flash is gone.
All it took was luck, I would already be struck. Yeah, caught by the good life, waiting to wake up, but it's more like disaster. Born as a bastard, turned into king of the dreams that you after. If all it took was luck, I would already be struck. Yeah, caught by the good life, waiting to wake up. But it's more like disaster. Born as a bastard, turned into king of the dreams that you after. Pigeon or dove, who even really gives a fuck? The names that you call for it all, hear me grunt about the things I saw. I can still see them, like ever-widening rings of being, bare feet on the hardwood floor, about to kiss the ceiling. I'm sick of kneeling, I need a prayer I can walk through, into the house built from everything I thought I ruined. If this the house where the couch at, trying to smoke a sack of right raps, cut an opening above where the mic's at, but some night slips right past. I wrote the illest shit you never heard, and left it in the street as an offering underneath the wing of a dead bird. Gemini be the shepherd and the herd, both sides deep down in the same spine. Should have fallen by the wayside, but I crawled out bayside and spit wine through the grapevine. Here's my hope and my faith dies, see the rope that it hangs by. I would already be struck, yeah, caught by the good life, waiting to wake up, but it's more like disaster. Born as a bastard, turned into king of the dreams that you after. If all it took was luck, I would already be struck, yeah, caught by the good life, waiting to wake up, but it's more like disaster. Born as a bastard, turned into king of the dreams that you after. All it took was luck, I would already be struck, yeah, caught by the good life, waiting to
Basquiat, but I don't touch the paint. 22 years here in the shell now. Time is right, yeah, I'm breaking out the sound now. And I'll admit that I cracked the whip, but I ain't even make half the shit. I just sit back, get high, laugh and trip. The baddest bitch keeps staring me right in my eyes, and I'm telling her I don't have the time. She thinks that I'm lying, cause she never met one of my kind. They never been so real in my life. All I hear is the mic, singing like the sirens on an island. The brook calling me to ride it, the face pulling me aside it. My whole story is a song now. All the worry that will bog me down turn to courage like a godly crown. Now I journey for that godly sound that's beyond all the law you found, nigga. My whole story is a song now. All the worry that will bog me down turn to courage like a godly crown. Now I journey for that godly sound that's beyond all the law you found. A hole in my soul, void in my mind, comes home, feel all my cries. All in my soul, void in my mind, comes home, feel all my cries. There's no holes left for me to hide in, a lion inside with a hunger for Zion. I wonder at times what's behind all the science. Hear the words chase for a taste of silence. Shh. Pace through the wasteland, blaze 28 grams. Wait for the fade to awaken up a cage man. I was born by the beach in Southern California. Grew up in LA under the same sun Icarus was torn from. An angel built the city up with one lung. Burnt wings, no teeth. Half a heart with one beat with 2 feet. See you walking like Jesus over Galilee. See the blood loves the bone. You will cry when it leaves the soul. Today we are the trees to grow. Tomorrow we are weeds to pull. Write the story, I can see it all with my name painted on the wall. And every code follows on my call. Man on a wire, but I just don't fall.
Bitten by the touch, living on the cusp. Digging to the rhythm till my vision pulls you up. Summer turned me inside. Tunnel was a distant light. Made a hunger just to kiss the mic. The only trouble is a distant dice. Bet double I'ma hit tonight. From the jungles to the city lights. I'ma bubble up in middle night. With a riddle on my little life. Turn the visions of my endless life. For this prison there's a key in sight. There's a secret in my eyes I ain't never sharing. Peep it if you might. Right through the lyrics. Back through my eyes. Slide through my spirit. Tie me to the heights. These souls unfold like gold in a cavern. Everything I've sown has grown into patterns. Heaven be the home, a poem of my laughter. The candles that I light. Crawl up in my mind, contour my heartbeat. The wolf along my side, walk into my heartbeats. Finally my time, tell me this is our feast. I'm back upon my grind. I don't wanna cry with all I gotta carry. I just wanna ride, all of us are buried. I don't wanna cry with all I gotta carry.
We'll see me wanna
pride in your weakness, or carry it like Jesus, or just wonder where the peace is. The heart's beautiful, the brain's where the beast lives. All these names on a train and I'm trying to put my piece in. I paint for days till my pain's raised. The spirit in my lyric phrase. And when it plays, let the fire blaze. In remembrance of the higher plane, I came dark, dark days. Come and gon' fill my heart, life fades. Come and gon' feel that art I paint. Just to gon' spill this truth. Knowing truth was reality and lost in the challenge to see what was out the window. You was pretending and I had the info and we was just listening. All with my kinfolk, hear me hearly. Here where the cliffs low, Van Gogh's crows. Over we fields of gold. Forget everything you know. Be the secret hidden right under the nose. Go ahead and seek everything you want. Everything you want, you already got. This is just a secret I'm mixing in the pot. Everything you want, you already got. This be the secret mixed in the pie. Yeah. Everything you want, you already got. Everything you want, you already got. Everything you want, you already got. Everything you want, you already got.
The more I'm digging this grave, the more I'm digging my life. The more I'm digging this pain, the more I'm digging the mic. The more I'm looking for life, the more I'm looking for light. The more I mix in between, the more I'm caught with this mic. The more I'm digging this grave, the more I'm digging my life. The more I'm digging this pain, the more I'm digging the mic. The more I'm looking for life, the more I'm looking for light. The more I mix in between, the more I'm caught with this mic. The more I'm digging this grave, the more I'm digging my life. The more I'm digging this pain, the more I'm digging the mic. The more I'm looking for life, the more I'm looking for light. The more I mix in between, the more I'm caught with this mic.
We got life. And that's in that. We got life. And that's in that. And we be blessed, yes, yes.
Somewhere the sun sets out on my silhouette. Drum sets pound to the sound of my filament. Deep to the ground, every town I be killing it. Pound over ounce, I was built for the real in this. Bring them back to life with a knife, made a healer spit. Slide through my mind, it is time that you feeling this. I ain't gotta lie, this is life on the realest shit. Wake up every day and get placed to the ceiling list. Now I'm on my grind and the factory is dealing shit. About to stash cash in the bag on some legal shit. But I ain't got a dime, I could hide from the evilness. Every rack I stack, take me back to where the demons live. So smoke a sack with the geniuses. Open up and ask where the past be leading us. Try and do the math and you add what the meaning is. All I do is laugh while the past be leaving us. Sharp on my math is an abacus. Try and slide the wrong way, wind up being smashed to dust. We gon' raise like we Lazarus. Blaze through the game and watch the fame chase after us. Four finger ring reads Kane. Can you imagine us sitting at the castle where the cats can't hassle us? Vision the pattern that'll live in us. Break them down to tatters, build them back and watch them give it up. You know we gon' get it, punk. Lived 22 years just to find a kid in us. All them other years I was clear, I was growing up. Killing off my fears as I steered through the going rough. Fear through the years as my peers started blowing up. Knew I'd be there and gone past from the soul in us. Treasure turns to trash from the gold in us. But all will turn to ash if I pass what I'm holding for.
This is for the one, raising out the drum. This is for it all, everything is God. This is for my life, shining through the night. This is for the dice on everything I write. This is for the one, raising out the drum. This is for it all, everything is God. This is for my life, shining through the night. This is for the dice on everything I write. This is for the one, raising out the drum. This is for it all, everything is God. This is for my life, shining through the night. This is for the dice on everything I write.
You can
this
stop
is for
telling me the
one,
same thing
raising
over
out
and
the drum. This is for it all, everything is God. This is
You
for
are
my
the
life,
illest.
shining through
Okay.
the night. This is for
Enough.
the dice.
Turn off the mic. Shut the fuck up.
honest, this is everything I wanted. Been living in the house that was haunted. Haunted by the fact that I wanna start performing. Locked in a box here for years just recording. Throwing all the knives from the kitchen at my boredom. Gotta cut the cake and I ain't even got a portion. Took a lot of time but I chose not to force it. Maybe that was wisdom or maybe that was horseshit. All I know for sure is the world has its forces. Some of them are hideous and some of them are gorgeous. Something like the smell of roses mixed with rigor mortis. But look into the bright side past all the horrors. But did it really take for me to see the day? Someone call it fate, I guess I say the same. How did I meet sense? Was something in the way? Found the beats I needed but I never could have made. The world is truly strange, it only gets stranger. Scenery is beautiful, I also sense danger. Gotta make a living, just a writer chasing paper. Trying to tell my story till I'm facing with my maker. World is truly strange, it only gets stranger. Scenery is beautiful, I also sense danger. Gotta make a living, just a writer chasing paper. Trying to tell my story till I'm facing with my maker. Back when I was younger, thought it was so simple. All I really needed was a couple instrumentals. No pen or no pencils, just something I could vent to. I would spit for hours about the challenges I've been through. Mountains that I climbed and the spirit that is in you. Then the wind changed in the way it would hit you. Days grew colder, got a lot older. Tried to get high but I still feel sober. Friends and my girl kept calling me a loner. What they didn't see was I really was alone here. Trying to make a plan, only got a couple grand. Listing what I'm missing and I'm checking what I have. Stepping out the door like one day I'll be back. Hopping on a plane like I wonder about that. Been around the world, already touched 6 continents. Same pair of Vans, slip-ons, walked all of them. Found sense floating on a boat in Holland. Ever since then, been building and acknowledging. The world is truly strange, it only gets stranger. Scenery is beautiful, I also sense danger. Gotta make a living, just a writer chasing paper. Try to tell my story till I'm facing with my maker. World is truly strange, it only gets stranger. Scenery is beautiful, I also sense danger. Gotta make a living, just a writer chasing paper. Trying to tell my story till I'm facing with my maker. World is truly strange, it only gets stranger. Scenery is beautiful, I also sense danger. Gotta make a living, just a writer chasing
Wanna play with the cat made a crow feather. You wanna play with a cat made a crow feather. Cat made a crow, cat made a crow feather. You wanna play with the cat made a crow feather. You wanna play with a cat made a crow feather. Cat made a crow, cat made a crow feather.
Shaman, can I solve all my problems? Living out in peace in a world turned rotten. Smelling like trees with a mouth full of cotton. Brewing green tea while I think about my options. Shaman, can I solve all my problems? Living out in peace in a world turned rotten. Pen for a sword, pen for a sword. Got a pen for a sword, got a book for a shotgun. Shaman, walked it long before I talked it. Break into a freestyle cipher and lock it. Whether I got paper or lint up in my pocket, don't matter. Crow feather, hunt and gather. Shaman, with my tribe still scattered across the whole world, unified in a pattern. Seen from the heights way past Jacob's ladder. Don't matter, still scattered, hunt and gather.
You wanna play with the cat made a crow feather.
Better know better, better know better.
You wanna play with a cat made a crow feather. Cat made a crow, cat made a crow feather. You wanna play with the cat made a crow feather.
Better know better, better know better.
You wanna play with a cat made a crow feather. Cat made a crow, cat made a crow feather. grizzly is back, the California bear of rap. Been asleep in the den, now my eyes are cracked. Belly full of hunger with a diamond back. And hear the crack of the thunder under my attack. Man in nature, trying to come up on some land and paper. Say the end is near, I still want some acres. Make the best of the time that we left to stay here. Hear the bastard that turned prince. Heading to the castle, they kneeled at my service. Told them rise up, follow on your purpose. The ones who stood still have bought tickets to the circus. Better smile for you die, dummy. Mean mugging don't mean nothing. Live lovely, make money, build something. And catch the snakes in my garden before they take from it.
Behind them black gray clouds, the sun shines gold. You wouldn't know when the day is the color of coal, but it always shines, brother. Always know that I always rhyme when I write my poems to remind myself of the tide that binds us all. Look into the eyes of my loving fall. Stop talking, but I hate the way y'all paint and draw. Still a big question mark with a name to call. So I stay on a search while the earth revolves to find a purpose for the journey, make it worth it all. More than lucky, wasn't born to money, but I've been rich since the day that my blood started pumping. More than nothing, I got a heart still bleeding. Searching, walking through the streeting, looking for it all with my blood still leaking on the page as I'm telling you the story of my days. Hey, let's just ride. I ain't gonna rest until I get mine. Best, just ride. I ain't gonna rest until I get mine. Let's just ride. I ain't gonna rest until I get mine. Best, just ride. I ain't gonna rest until I get mine.
Burn down a forest, built up a city. Born out of belly, thirst by a titty. Read 1,000 books and I still feel silly. War outside and I'm at home chilling. Burn down a forest, built up a city. Born out of belly, thirst by a titty. Read 1,000 books and I still feel silly. Know no better than to call this living. Keep on chasing the high, gotta get it. Keep on chasing the high, gotta get it.
There I stood barefoot on the cross of the church. Cold gusts of whiz blow through the holes in my shirt. The city around, surrounded by one big wall, except the point where the hill tried to build, but it was just too tall. On the top of the hill, well, there grew one tree, and the cross of the church was as high as the peaks. My limbs shiver as I'm trying to breathe, and I look to the tree. All I see are the eyes of a beast, and no wings for me to hide and be weak. And I know that he's trying to eat, but I can't go to sleep. I see where I'll stand now. A blend floats by that reads, all demons will dance now. The beast got wings though, it flies across the sky like the devil's own angel. Then he landed from the air, standing here right in front of me. Blood, sweat, and tears drip from his wings ugly. Couldn't believe it for the life of me. A face of broken mirrors that showed all different sides of me. Silently, my heart left quietly. I woke up with a resurrected piece of wood. Out the back alley brick grew a cypress tree. The snake eyes came alive
in the dice he squeezed, dropped him down to the floor, turned him ice and screamed. He tried to stomp him to death, but it just wouldn't bleed. He heard a gun cock left, turned to look what he see. Cowboy shot an Indian in his face, but it stayed in one piece. The cowboy dropped down to his knees. The Indian scalped his body and turned into a beast. The forest grows and it swallows the streets. We're back to hunting in the gathering of all that we eat. The sun's a distant memory, we live in darkness and sleep. And I'm walking through the garden with Eve, but when I fall it is all just a dream. I am crawling up the walls where I clean.
Shouldn't holler if you hear me, you should holler if you don't. So the knowledge it'll steer me till I'm tearing through your pulse. If you follow on me clearly, then you better listen close. Hollow is the theory of a man who sees ghosts, appearing with a fury, but it's nothing he can hold. See when the shell's hollow when you stretch skin across, hands beat it down and the drum starts to talk. The average city crow grows cold and then folds into a black hawk, and all the alley cats and rats getting picked off. Plus all the trash that they live is about to kiss God. I treasure cleanliness, been living with my junkie dogs who find it hard and they hard to give a fuck at all. Just got a penalty and still ain't touched the fucking ball. It makes me wonder, do I really wanna play it all? But if I quit, that'd be a kiss on every hater's jaw. And that's never been the way I ever played it all. Stayed up late, woke up later and I made this song. And since it left the beat laying in the grave of God, went to China with his family while I just watched over the house like the mouse that you never caught. Always around but I hide cause I'm better off. You might catch me in the kitchen, then I'm dead of course. Unless you're scared and I run from your deadly force. But all I really want is something like a crumb of yours, and in exchange I'll say what's hidden in between the doors. See the walls don't talk but I do reports. I could tell you where this music is moving toward. Grab the beers and the blunts from the corner store and dive straight into the crates on its own accord, and crack every written book just to know the score. Sat in silence just to learn what the writing's for. I try to smile but the child's always wanting more. The old man always sleeps and only wants to snore, and I've risen out the grave on my own accord. Still I'm caged by the pain but I'm due reward for all the bounties on the heads is what I'm shooting for. I don't wanna win a battle just to lose the war. I'm up the river trying to paddle back to home court. Black Cadillac running on a half court, and I'ma make it on the fumes that you asked for.
The shaman, his function is mythologization of the environment and the world. They speak to the folk, but the first impulse comes from above. The shaman's powers are symbolized in familiars. They come out of an elite experience of people particularly gifted. The shaman, in his late childhood, had an overwhelming psychological experience that turns them totally inward. Unconscious has opened up and they've fallen in.
Four feathers in my headdress, head to the sky above. Eagles in my eyes now, piece of a white dove. Talons of a falcon, make 100 albums. Tell them keep counting, and you in the foul. Four feathers in my headdress, head to the sky above. Eagles in my eyes now, piece of a white dove. Talons of a falcon, make 100 albums. Tell them keep counting.
Tonight is long enough for us to dream twice, but I ain't catching nosy. Sing while I swing dice. There's a bet in every minute. This is what I sound like winning. This is the road between me and myself. Driving blindfolded down the highway in my hell. Standing on my own too, and I know my shit stank. Part of me is everywhere, everywhere the kid paints. Hear me like a mirror that be calling out your nickname. Never had no reason like we grown in the first place. Even though I'm still blind, I can just feel mine. A ladder gon' grow and I'm tired, but I still climb. Poet and a prisoner, watch us both feel time.
Hear the hollow in my headphones, wake me up. Start to search for mine in the sky that'll pick me up. My name's Fire, I'm a friend of dust. I am tying all the ends that touch, now get down with it.
You and I are same, but I belong here. Since it's turned to sleep, now I'm lost in the chair. Not I want to search, I just want to find. And I don't want to work, I should've chose a life of crime. Feeling on this own grind, living in the gold mine. Damn, this a good world, studio is all mine. Now I see where I sits the throne, from the shit from which we've grown. I am built for the worth we're owed, to the dirt where the earthly go. Ain't no earthly soul. Now I see where I sits the throne, from the shit from which we've grown. I am built for the worth we're owed, to the dirt where the earthly go. Ain't no earthly soul.
Maybe I'm tripping, I don't really know. Maybe I'm slipping, blood up in my bones. The marrow of my mission, I bundles of dough. We're breaking out of prison, this prison of my own.
This is the road between me and myself, streaked in a gold with a glow that'll make your eyes melt. Now this is the road between me and myself, streaked in a gold with a glow that'll make your eyes melt. This is the road between me and myself, streaked in a gold with a glow that'll make your eyes melt. Now this is the road between me and myself, streaked in a gold with a glow that'll make your eyes melt. Enter the circle. What you fear will not hurt you. It's beginning to serve you. I only pin it if the word's true. You keep on spinning through my virtue. Start to digging in the world too. Here's the proof of the soothsayer. Turns juice to wine and writes rhymes like a blues player. I could've cried, but I'll die later. So I saved that for the lying haters. And keep on winding through this line paper. It's time that we shine greater. Watch the blind see their eyes blazing, while I fly through the sky chasing. I hide with my mind patient. I am iron in the spine, face it. The fire of desire made it. Now it's dire that I finally painted. Flowing higher all my life, amazing. Even trials and the tribulation, just a part of everything that makes. See, there's something in my blood that feels a bit different. You steal it if you could. See, there's something in my blood that feels a bit different. You steal it if you could, but I won't even miss it.
Maybe we should, what should we do? Diego never lost so much time as when he submitted to learn from the crew.
Day is long, but the night is sweet. Find myself all alone in the zone while I ride to beats. And let the black ink bleed against the whitest sheets. And let the story be told through the eyes of me. tired of sleep. I set fire to the liar in me. Crawl on a wire, couldn't find a retreat. All he found was a pile of weed. Just smiled and decided to eat. Now I always keep a pile with me. Still a child in the wild with beasts. Who made a style from denial of grief and freestyles through the miles of me. Spin a spiral that be dialed to me. Are you smiling? Are you crying to sleep? Well, me, I'm just trying to breathe in a world where the foulest lead. To keep stuffing in the mouth of greed. We cook hope like it's alchemy. Remain strong to the day that the faith is gone. That's a day I won't face it all. I may be wrong, but today I'm just pacing on. Gonna make me a name in a song. Son of God, but the devil's just the same and all. Except the difference in the ways we fall. Read the book and then I made the call. I ain't really have to think it all. Thoughts sank and I blazed it off. Now I wade across the river knee high, ready to fall. But my brother's there to push me along. I had a dream, I never met him at all. Woke up staring at the mirror on the wall. So clear what I saw, he was a mirror, it was me all along. I shed a tear for the fear that was gone and said I'm here, now you hearing the song.
A dead kid has come back to life with 2 pockets full of posies and a sack to light. That don't dance, that just walk right in your hands. Either way you carry or you bury them again. Make sure your chariot can carry all your sins. The sun's in my eyes, can't really see. Skin starts to itch from the feeling of this heat. Sweat beads collect at the top of my head, dripping down my nose, let falling hit my neck. Singing to myself all these songs of regret. Promises I broke, the secrets that I kept. All the shit I wrote that I really should have said. That heart-shaped box that I kept you locked.
Song survives, it won't be long till we are the sky. I'ma grow till I'm open wide. Made of earth with the ocean's eyes. It won't be long till we are the sky. Won't be long till we are the sky. Woke up in the same box, slept on the same bed, watching another day pass, fading, trying to make bread. Better yet, make sense of all that I faced since. Friends that I lost, the one that I'm gaining. Girl that is my world, the world that keep changing. Spinning in the swirl, whirling through the mayhem. Itching to unfurl, turning as the page ends. Stories out my mind, stories that'll raise me back into the sky. That is where you came from, trapped in this high, trying to be the same son. Bag it up and ride till the day come. The sun'll hit my eyes, sign I've awakened. I've come so close, still so far. Searching for oasis in this desert of my heart. Tattoo on my faces down the length of my arm. Taking all my garbage, I'ma turn it back to art. I've risen out the pine, I'm back from the grave. Every disc in my spine, the bones in my frame, stones in my heart, the belly of my pain. Left it all behind, yeah, the soul just remains. Risen out the pine, I'm back from the grave. Every disc in my spine, the bones in my frame, stones in my heart, the belly of my pain. Left them all behind, yeah, the soul just remains. It's BLS from the west, I've Los Angeles, trying to find my way back, but the map was made of cannabis. Better hurry up and find another way to handle this. Burned every tree, now there's none to hang my hammock with. Trying to patch up all my damages, stagger through the madness, throwing hatchets at the manuscripts of every maggot on the planet, trying to rap and spit. I cop your album, but I'd rather read a bag of shit. Smoke a spliff that's been dipped into madness, and take a step on your neck and get a cracking, bitch. It's BLS, brand the blessed, but he's hazardous. As tobacco is the mammals, he's standing in a buffalo flannel in Amsterdamalis. Couldn't find a candle to handle up as I channel this. Brandon, now the phantom, abandoning all the analysts. Turned every critic into advocating panelists. No more time for the trash talk. Put your eyes on the Black Hawk. See the prize that I grasped on. I was born at the height of the rap
storm. Now I smack on the back, the baby's reborn. On the road I met some detours, but I always kept my feet forward. All I need is a drum beat to seek toward and keep my heart in my head, swinging back and forth like a seesaw. Been living life like I'm falling down a free fall, and full of dice who wanna write like they really raw. I bet it all, I'll be the nigga that will win it all, sending them the venom that was hidden in my rhythm, y'all. I was born with game, and I grew over time and the form would change, but the core still remained the same. Now I'm 23 with buckets and change, in the court like when Jordan came, with a dunk from the free throw lane. Now all I need is the 5-finger recant, and a catalog of classics that we can bang. Then I'm mapping out the atlas that leads the way. We don't play, but was blessed with game, so respect the name, Shaman. We don't play, but was blessed with game, so respect the name, Shaman. We don't play, but was blessed with game, so respect the name, Shaman. We don't play, but was blessed with game, so respect the name.
Every shot I ain't asleep, it's a must I fade the beast, so we play for keeps. Every shot I ain't asleep, it's a must I rock the rings of gypsy kings, take a trip through the gift we bring. My heart's too heavy just to lift and sing, but I got lips that can split the sea. I burned the book, now it's history, it's no mystery. I hold mics like the staff of Moses, all night with my passion focused. Alchemist of the trash and bogus, I need stacks but the cash won't hold us. I have already passed those borders, illusion of I turns translucent as I'm losing my high. To be true I put the voodoo aside, to the root of all the truth in my mind, to the lies that be food in my eye. I will die but the song survive. Here's a poem made of bones and the stones of my life, that built a home I could zone in and just get high, and keep the door wide open while the days pass by. But now I'm torn wide open by the path that I find. So we play for keeps. Every shot I ain't asleep, it's a must I fade the beast. So we play for keeps. Every shot I ain't asleep, it's a must I fade the beast. So we play for keeps. Every shot I ain't asleep, it's a must I fade the beast. So we play for keeps. Every shot I ain't
Suddenly, I heard a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
As far as the day goes, it ain't all angels and halos. Soon as the night falls, I'll be back on my angle. One black crow lands on the dining room table, beckons the last souls to do the dance of the fatal. Here's a chant for the fable, stamped on the hands that made you. This would happen to the dream that came true. Be the son to the one who named you. Don't be dumb like no one raised you. It took the world just to pull the baby out the girl, and all the smoke has the same old swirl. You were born in the same old curl. Don't be playing like the story ain't pearls. It's glory, of course. Lose the worry and you bury the corpse, and by the end I'll be blurry and hoarse. Till then I am purely a force, in a lab with a bag and a torch. The nights are far, but the days are heat. Find myself all alone in the zone where wolf makes a beat, and let the black ink bleed while I write my piece. And there's a story to be told in the eyes of me. I'm too tired to sleep. I set fire to every liar I see. Crawl on a wire, couldn't find him a tree. All he found was a pile of weed. Got high and decided to eat. Know I always got some fire with me. Still a child in the wild with beasts, who made a style from denial and grief, and freestyles till he's silent in peace. Spin the spiral back to find a release. Know I smile now, I'm crying to sleep. Nowadays I'm just trying to breathe. In a world where the scoundrel's king and the kids are just a mouth to feed. It's past hope, we need alchemy. If you remain strong, there's no day that the faith is gone. There's no way I will break it all. Shit, I may be wrong, but either way I'm just pacing on. Became a king as I made my songs. Came from God, but the devil's just the same as all. The only difference is the ways we fall. Read the book and then I made the call, and I ain't really have to thank it all. Thoughts sank and I blazed and coughed. Now I pray to cross the river waist high, ready to fall. But my brother's there to grab on my arm. I had a dream, I never met him at all. Woke up staring at the mirror on the wall. So clear what I saw was a mirror, he was here all along. Shed a tear for the fear that was gone, and said I'm here, now you hearing the song.
The shaman.
Look what's risen out the bad patch. Shell crack be the last of the batch to hatch. I'm here to blaze with my last bag and last match. Feel the fade, then I have to get my bags packed. I'm out for days, on my way in 1,000 past. There's no way to count up years with an hourglass, so I don't ever watch the clock while the hours pass. I'm busy chiseling this rock, flipping
knots of cash, 2 pounds of grass and a couple different blocks of hash. A home studio, a couch, and a spot to crash. And I'll be digging in the mountain where the fountain's at. You think you found it, but I'm bound to
bring the power back. I did my studies and I never pulled the coward act. I'm feeling lovely, but some loves didn't ever last. Still not for nothing, couple drugs left a sour flash. See my mug, it would probably turn the flowers black, but every step they would reach from the ground to catch my heels and my ankles as I wrangle past. And when the tangle with destiny, sexy ass, feeling the strangle of the danger right upon my back, but I maintain her with the fate right upon my grasp. This be your last right there on dead.